You're welcome back. Thank you so very much for staying with us. Our second guest has joined us here in the studio, and she is a gospel artist. She's a musician and an entertainer. How much of entertainment she does? Maybe she's like DJ's DJ. We'll find out. She goes by the name Oluwakemi Oluremi. Thank you so much for coming.
Good morning.
Good morning,
It's a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you, ma.
You're a graduate of College of Education Special Oyo.
Yes, ma.
So everybody knows College of Education.
Special.
But when you now add special, people are thinking, is it for special needs kids or...
Exactly.
So what is it for?
It's for special needs kids like that. So we call them ear impaired. We don't call them deaf.
Okay.
So ear impaired. We have those people that are intellectual. We call them RM. We call them RM. So such people like that.
Okay. So now you studied
Yoruba. Yes.
Now,
Why did you
your name is Oluwakemi Oluremi.
Yes.
You are already a Yoruba girl.
Yes.
A lot of people wonder, okay, if you are a Yoruba girl, why go to school to study your mother tongue again?
In the first place, I don't like it. I don't, because everybody believes Yoruba is common language like that. But there is a long story attached to.
Okay, so tell us as briefly as possible.
My daddy happens to be a prophet of God, a man of God to the core. He's a founder. So I was the only one in our family that went to Federal College of Education. All others, they went to university and polytechnic like that. I also did JAMB. So I got an admission into the boat school because one of our members on the church just said, Kemisola, you can try this now. So I just went to your house, just like an excursion. So on getting there, it was just like, I did it, but luckily I passed. So 2 admission at the same time. Okay. So I got an admission into polytechnic like that, and same thing into Federal College of Education. So my dad was a prayer, somebody like that, you know. Let me pray about it. After praying, he said, I can't go to polytechnic. I want to study public relation. And they gave it to me. So what happened? I cried. My sister said, no, she can't. But he said that is what he had. So later I went to, I said, okay. And I went to Federal College of Education in Oyo back then. So on getting there, after collecting my admission letter, I just saw Yoruba. I said, yo, what? I went to private primary school. So they don't even take teacher. In fact, we are not taught. So I don't understand. So I just cried and cried. I went back home to Ibadan. On getting to Ibadan, my dad said, what happened? I said, I'm not going there. Yoruba. How will I start? I don't even know how to start. He said, that is what God said. I said, okay, let me go back there. Let me change my course. He accepted to English because I picked English. So on getting there, the man, I can't forget his name, Ojebisi. So on getting there, I said, I want to change my course. He just look at me like this. The man too is a pastor. Just look at me like, don't let me spoil your life. You will study that Yoruba. I said, and if you want me to spoil your life for you, I can. Let me change it. So I hear that spoil your life. I said, that is how I just burst into tears. So I went back home, cried. How will I start it? My dad was the one that bought that Jabi Bata for me. Started training me for Yoruba. So the bullying was much in the school. They will make jest of me because I will turn the book upside down. I don't know how to read. So with time, my dad taught me, and with time, I managed up. And it's useful now.
During the period where you started and they were bullying,
yes,
you know, did you ever think of, okay, if this life wants to be spoiled, let it just get spoiled. I'm going home.
Yes, ma. I said, I called my dad. I said, my dad, because I love my dad. So I just said, my dad, Daddy, I'm going Mumbonle to come and do what? I am coming. I will come. I went. My mom was now crying, leave her. My dad said, God sees, and you will go. That's how my dad said, just pamper me, calm me down, and said, I know what God is telling me about you, so you have to go. That is how I went again.
Okay, so now, after being made jest of and all of that, of what use now is the Yoruba to you?
So useful in many ways.
Let's talk about.
At times when I want to compose, because at times I change English song to Yoruba at times.
Okay.
So that people that understand only Yoruba can pick something out of it. So I will just, the interpretation, we call it Ayo Bufo in our school. In fact, it is very difficult. In fact, before I passed that course, it was just like, I don't know that it will be useful. So I will just interpret exactly. So those people around you just, how can you interpret song like this? I said, Yoruba is useful. So at times when I compose, I use that conk Yoruba to just compose.
Okay, so now let's talk about your music career. How long have you been doing music?
Right from, my mom said, right from 4 years. But I got to know myself very well. I started from 8 years old.
8.
8 years.
You're part of a band?
Yes. I started my band at 8 years old.
So who were the people in your band? Children like you
yes,
or adults?
Yes, my children like me. I will be the one to stay in the front like this. Hallelujah. My dad will be there, my mom will be there. Hallelujah. Right from the church. So, and you know, I said he's a founder. So, hallelujah. Yeah, everybody will be shouting, get me sola, get me sola. I will just be happy. So that's...
Why did you stay with music?
It's a calling on its own. Because I want to be like you. I just want to be a presenter, just talk like that. But along the way, we are doing one crusade like that. So a man call Daddy Daniel Babajide or so like that. But I remember Daniel vividly. So we were in the church and the man just said, who wants this child in Yoruba land? My dad did not talk because my daddy was on the altar, same my mom. So I was in the choir section, was like, who wants this child? I said, I did not talk, I just knelt down. Just knelt down to receive our. I said, God will use you. You will be international. You will be this, you will be that. I just said, me? Or who? You are still turning back. You are turning, don't even turn your head, you are the one. I was just like, it's not me. So,
how old were you then?
I was just 17.
Okay.
Okay.
17. So I just thought music was just fun for me. It's easy for me to sing. So I never believed it's a calling. So after that man speak, on getting known, my dad said, what he told you, I've had it a long time ago. So a long time ago like that, I was just like a long time ago and I burst into tears. So I will do the same work with you. Are you telling me I will do this? That work that, you don't understand that?
No, I don't understand.
We'll go on a break. When we come back, we'll get an understanding of that. We'll go on a break. We'll be back. ensuring our guest is still here with us. Now, this minister, you didn't want to be a minister. So, what were your plans? You didn't want to be a minister like your dad. So, what plans did you have at that age?
No, I don't even have a plan. You know what you don't even want to do. So I don't have a plan. I was just going with my own things like that. So not until I got admitted into Federal College of Education, Oyo. So at my first year, then that was 2011 stroke 2012, like that. So I went to a mountain like that to just pray, you know, as a child of just pray like that. So getting there, a man saw me and the man said, did you know you have a calling? I said, which calling? Which type of calling? Who's calling me? I don't. Said, your dad is a prophet, he's a man of, so I know he knows what he's saying. Because the person that don't know me, that the person was now telling me my dad was so I calmed down and the person explained further that you have to just work for God. I said, okay. So on getting to my hostel back, I have to keep my pay. Where will I start from? And I have to just call my dad. Dad, okay, where did you start from? So where will I start my own from? Then which type of? My dad said, it's just a music minister. I said, music minister. Okay. Then I said, okay, I must have gather my own team again. You know, I went to school, so all those team at that age, so we are separated already. So I just call my friends, do you have voice? Do you do this? Do you do that? That's how I gather, little by little. So little concert in school those days, I attended. So that is how I started little like that. So immediately, like the second year, I just sit down. I must have my own record like that. How will I go about it? Okay, I must get an album first. Then I begin to work towards it with the help of God and with the help of my parents. So at 2018, I launched my first album, which is I titled Oba Oba, King of Kings. So that is where my nickname got up from. People just started calling Kemisola Oba Oba, Kemisola. So from there till today.
Your band, when you rehearse and you're hard on them, do they see it as, please don't stress us, we're just your friends here to help you, are the one that has the calling? Do they have issues with your leadership?
No, because I'm a jovial person. So I will just laugh at them, even though if I want to correct, I correct in love and just say, how are you singing like this, as if cockroach is singing? So they will just burst into life instead of them singing, me abusing them in that way. So with that love, affection, and funny aspect, so they just accept me the way I am.
Your first album,
Yes.
said with the help of God and with the help of parents. Now, marketing that album, how easy was it?
I could not get a marketer. I sold it all myself.
Oh,
Really?
So, yes. So I did 1,000 copies there. So my dad got some connections like that abroad and vividly South Africa to be precise. So my dad just called them, my daughter, this and that. So because we started looking for marketer, but they are giving us issue. They tell me, come today, come tomorrow, this is our own percentage. Before we could, so the stress is too much. My dad just said, you see, Kemi, we will not even give it to marketer. So with the help of God, that is why I said with the help of God and my parents.
Do you write your own songs? All your songs, you write them yourself?
Yes, ma.
And all of them are in Yoruba?
Yes, but some are in English like that. But you know, because I studied Yoruba now.
You have to showcase.
and the fact that you are a Yoruba girl, you should showcase. Okay, now, maybe if we would not be asking for too much, would you do something for us quickly before you leave?
What?
Sing.
Is it in Yoruba or?
Whatever.
Whichever one you're comfortable with.
There is one single I just released.
Okay.
not quite long time like that. So he said, ẹni tó dá ọ̀run tí kò sùn rí ẹ ṣe, ẹni tó dá ikú tí kò lè pa, ẹni tó dá ìjì tí jí ò borí o, mo rọ́wọ́ yín láyé mi o, ẹ ṣé o, ọba tó sọ yẹ̀yẹ́ mi dáyẹyẹ, àbẹ̀wárí oore tí Jésù ṣe fún mi, ìrùyà ẹ wá wò ó, oore tí Jésù ṣe fún mi lórí ayé mi o, àti ẹbí mi o, ó pa májẹ̀mú rẹ̀ mọ́ gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìlérí rẹ̀ pé ògo ilé ìkẹyìn yóò pọ̀ ju ti ṣáájú lọ.
Nice.
All right, that particular song, what was the inspiration behind it?
I was in the bedroom there. So I got a call from one of my friends in abroad who has bullied me before. So she just called her, Kemisola, I saw you just on Facebook.